Swallowed Star Episode 104 and 105, The Killing Fields Battlespace, Battle. What important aspect? Luo Feng asked anxiously. Everybody knows the first part. That's to be able to choose whatever opponent you want to engage in battle. The second aspect is more important. Babita's little face revealed a proud smile. You've seen from that metal book before, you know that you can customize your own opponent, right? Yes, Luo Feng nodded. The second aspect is, you can customize an opponent's basic qualities, spirit reading level, consciousness, techniques, weapons, etc., to be exactly the same as you. The only difference is that the opponent's experience is incomparably more vast, extremely more adept at battle. Babata said, "Do you understand what I mean?" Luo Feng was shocked, immediately going mad with excitement. Right, if the opponent was himself with greater experience and more adept at battling, such an opponent would be a great help to his own battle techniques and experience. After all, he could customize his opponent's body, consciousness and spirit reading level, etc. to be exactly the same. Through this method, you can swiftly absorb experience. Babata said. Of course, these two aspects still aren't the most important. Babata laughed mischievously. Luo Feng held his breath. Just with the two aspects Babata mentioned, Luo Feng was already extremely excited. How could he better himself? How should he actually fight? He could customize his opponent and analyze. This way, he could swiftly improve his battle techniques, an extremely effective usage. To the strong within the universe, which one of them isn't crafty and clever with an abundance in battle experience? Hence, the biggest thing that draws them here is, the killing fields has an effect of a teacher. Babata emphasized. Teacher? Luo Feng was shocked. Right. Babata nodded. Look, Luo Feng, right now your consciousness level, what's the maximum number of blade pieces you can control? 36. Luo Feng said. The stronger the golden-horned beast got, Luo Feng's consciousness level too naturally grew with it. Right now the golden-horned beast was a star level 7. His consciousness level could control a maximum of 36 knife blades. According to the soaring shuttle's 3 ultimate forms and 9 layers, with an amplitude of 36, you already have the 5th layer's power. But why are you still using a swordfish formation composed of 30 blade pieces? Babata questioned. With an amplitude of 36, that only means that the requirement was met. To be able to actually unleash the technique was still a very difficult thing to accomplish. Luo Feng couldn't help but say, its liveliness, usage methods, movement and propelling, etc., I've failed time and again, time and again. It requires a long time before I can truly unleash the power of the soaring shuttle. Right now my amplitude level is at 36, but I'd still have to grind for a long time before I can unleash the 5th layer's power. Ha ha. Luo Feng, right now if you customize an opponent to use the soaring shuttle too, you can customize him to use the soaring shuttle's 5th layer. Babata smiled, revealing 2 fangs. That way, wouldn't you witness it firsthand, how others control and use the soaring shuttle? Luo Feng's eyes lit up. To have someone demonstrate over and over again before him, compared to himself just poring over the books to learn, the difficulty level was completely different. Also, you can customize your opponent to have perfect and complete control of the soaring shuttle. That way, you'd be able to see just how to use the soaring shuttle to maximize its potential. Babata said. Perfect and complete control. Luo Feng was very clear. The soaring shuttle's first form, Mountain Drill, didn't have any special technique, it just shot out in a straight line. The swordfish formation, however, was lively and more skillful in every aspect. The third form was even more complex. At this time, the controlling ability was extremely important. In different people's hands, the amount of power unleashed too would be different. The same swordfish formation used, if unleashed perfectly, maybe its power could be raised 1 to 2 times more. This is a free training session, free teacher. You want to study the soaring shuttle, this way, wouldn't it do? Babata laughed evilly. This is still considered normal and average. Like your teacher, as an undying. He was well adept in the space control aspect. He could even use space techniques to camouflage a universe coordinate. Babata explained, however, to be able to progress further, what could he do? He could totally customize an opponent who knows space techniques, one with space techniques a lit more powerful than himself. That way, he could personally spar again and again with such an opponent. Then in space techniques wise, if one wanted to progress, this would be much easier than training hard blindly. Babata explained. Luo Feng had a revelation. There were many universe origin secret techniques that were deep and profound. Just watching an opponent unleash it, naturally one wouldn't be able to learn and master it. However, if one naturally had some feel for it, to spar over and over again with an opponent who knows and uses it, one would naturally be able to grasp it easier. Free training, free teacher. Luo Feng couldn't help but compliment, immediately staring hard. That's not right, the cost of this place is still extremely high. The cost is high. Wait till you become a sector lord. Or even an undying. To acquire any form of breakthrough is extremely difficult. The killing fields, these sort of places. To such powerful beings, the quality-to-price ratio is simply too high. They just have to spend some insignificant cash to receive an opponent they need. Babata sighed. You need to know, there are many strong warriors who've come to realize that within the universe, when they get stuck at any point, finding an opponent stronger and with more awareness than themselves would make it easy for themselves to trigger inspiration and allow him to break through. Luo Feng couldn't help but nod. No wonder. It was no wonder this killing fields dared to price its usage so high. Babata, how is this killing fields able to virtually simulate perfectly complete secret techniques? Luo Feng couldn't help but ask. The killing fields owner is the Virtual Universe Network Company. Babata said, over countless years, with countless strong warriors from the vast universe sparring and battling in the virtual universe, the scene and footage from every battle will naturally be recorded by the virtual universe. Hence, the database of the virtual universe is extremely large. It has a wide array of secret techniques. Of course, they are all just skills that were used, not training methods. Babata explained. Luo Feng nodded. Indeed, just like the Yunmo planet's technique, even if the virtual universe recorded the scene of him unleashing it, without the training manuals, it was still worthless. However, to someone of the same sect training the same techniques, it would have great beneficial properties. Babata, help me customize a golden horned beast opponent, a star level 1 golden horned beast. Luo Feng shouted. Luo Feng had fully understood the killing field's most important usage, that was to teach himself which direction to take and how to train with the greatest efficiency. This killing fields was the database for the Virtual Universe Network Company, and the Virtual Universe Network Company, as one of the 5 great leviathans of the universe, was much stronger than any empire. The battle scene of a golden horned beast, Luo Feng believed that the Virtual Universe country would definitely have some reserves. Pooh, I died again. Again. Luo Feng stood in mid-air, looking at the fully black-scaled terrifying golden horned beast, finally understanding its glory and terror. He himself was a star level 1, with an amplitude of 36, and his spirit weapon was very powerful. The golden horned beast too was a star level 1. One side fell. Of course it was himself. Same grade and level, for a human to battle and win against a golden horned beast. That's simply an impossible task. Even if a person managed to do it, that person would have to be an occasional absolute genius from trillions of galaxies, even having someone stronger than your teacher to mentor and teach. Babata said, as for you Luo Feng, your power is rising too quickly, your control of the soaring shuttle is still too raw, even with 10 tries, you'd still be killed. Death. And death again. Luo Feng was killed time and again by the same grade and level golden horned beast. There was actually another reason. Luo Feng had customized this golden horned beast to be incredibly adept at battle. So the golden horned beast is actually that adept at battle. Its wings actually have the feeling of blade technique. The best way to use these scaled wings aren't to smash directly, but to brush and slice past like a blade, and this movement itself allows so much more flexibility. The tail acts like a whip. The tail is indeed the fastest part of the golden horned beast. I've always only used very simple attacks. However, this golden horned beast's tail in this killing fields really mimics a whip, suddenly attacking and vibrating the air, causing the space to explode. Its power is obviously much greater. It doesn't use its claws immediately, but the moment it does, its power is shocking and earth-shaking. Luo Feng was trampled and killed immediately by the golden horned beast. So it's that way, that way. Reviving again, Luo Feng felt an extreme sense of excitement. I know now how to train the golden horned beast in the future. Even with good natural talents, it didn't mean that every golden horned beast was at the same level of strength. One had to know that with generation after generation of golden horned beast. Within the hall of the killing fields, Luo Feng and Thunder God were casually engaged in a conversation. This was also an effective way to relax. Luo Feng, Thunder. Haha, what a surprise bumping into you two here. A clear laughter resounded. A black-skinned man as big as a bear, along with a pale skinny red-haired youth walked side by side over. Bulemu, Haruo, come, sit. Luo Feng waved and shouted. As frequent customers training hard within the killing fields, and also frequent visitors of the big hall, chatting away, they naturally met a few similar elites who spent many hours within the killing fields. Everybody was clear. To be able to spend so much time within the killing fields meant that one either had a lot of money or a lot of background, that their paths would meet again in the future. The more friends they made, the more paths they opened. The future adventures in the universe may require such friends, hence everybody made the effort to make more friends. Within the short time of a month, Luo Feng had made over 30 friends. The two standing before them were considered the closer ones. Hong hasn't come out, Bulemu exclaimed loudly. He hasn't come out in 8 days. Thunder God said. That's crazy. Haruo couldn't help but laugh. Right, let me tell you two something. Bulemu and I won't be coming to the killing fields for quite a bit. The sturdy and huge Bulemu beside him nodded. What's wrong? Luo Feng and Thunder God were shocked. These two were very similar to them, frequently staying for long periods within the killing fields. Bulemu and I have been ordered by our teacher to go and become universe mercenary trainees by attending the mercenary trainee examination. Haruo said softly, this universe mercenary trainee examination is much more dangerous than the usual universe explorer missions. I heard the mortality rate and elimination rate is extremely high. If, a month later, neither Bulemu nor I come to the killing fields, we'd most likely have died from the examinations. I'm telling you today just to let you know that if we disappear, you think we left without saying our goodbyes, totally unfriendly, haha. For real, Luo Feng and Thunder God were very shocked. The universe mercenary trainee examination, was it that absurd? It is indeed dangerous, however, the universe levels, the domain and sector lords, over 99% of them are mercenaries. Hero's gaze was serious. If I don't take a gamble, and become some small guard or soldier, constantly at others' beck and call, I'll regret it. If I have to be somebody, I'll go all out. If I want to live well free and easy, I have to risk it all, I have to battle. Yeah, Bulemu nodded his head seriously. Luo Feng and Thunder God glanced at each other. As the two of them were high above everyone within Earth, they didn't have any sort of pressure from others. Unlike Haruo and Bulemu who had such heavy upbringing, the pressure from their living environment was much more than Luo Feng and the others. The heavy upbringing from the huge powers, with them spending large amounts of money and resources etc., if they didn't get a satisfactory result, the expelled and rejected heirs' fates definitely aren't good. Haruo, Bulemu, the trainee examinations, are they that dangerous? Thunder God was suspicious. The Universe Mercenary Alliance. The ranks were separated into explorers, trainee mercenaries, 1-star mercenary, 2-star mercenary and 3-star mercenary. Of which, the explorers weren't required to take any examination, all they had to do was to go sign up and they'd immediately become explorers. The trainee mercenaries were required to take the examination. The one-star mercenaries too were required. Every rank required taking the exams. The trainee mercenary examination, one could immediately participate after reaching the star level. The failure and elimination percentage was extremely high. It's very dangerous, the big and sturdy Bulemu said softly from the side, his voice almost like it reverberated from within his chest out. The universe mercenaries, they are originally a job where one risks his life constantly. Hence, as the entrance exam, the trainee mercenary exam aims to eliminate fighters and spirit readers who aren't fit to be mercenaries. The location of the exam is and has always been the excavated worlds of Sector Lords. Bulemu said, in a Sector Lords world, the Universe Mercenary Alliance will construct several difficult and dangerous situations to eliminate a large amount of people. From the elimination process, if you are lucky, you'll survive. However, the mortality rate is still very high. Sector Lord's world. Luo Feng was shocked. A Domain Lord's world. Luo Feng had researched and asked Babata about it. Within the universe, a universe-level warrior was already a big shot, and the Domain Lord was able to unleash his own domain within reality itself. A Domain Lord's domain wasn't anything like Hong's or Thunder God's, it was tens of millions of times stronger. As for a Sector Lord, not just having an internal world, one was able to even create a new world. Within this world, many things could be customized and built according to the wishes of the Sector Lord. Hence, many impossible and physics-defying situations could be created. What are you talking about? A voice resounded. Luo Feng and the other three turned to look. It was Hong dressed in a black battle uniform walking over. His entire being seemed to be high-spirited. Luo Feng couldn't help but to sigh at this sight. Hong was indeed a weird thing. After extreme battle after battle, normal people would be extremely tired and exhausted. Hong, however, never seemed to grow tired. I heard you all saying the mortality rate is very high. Hong pulled a chair and sat. We are talking about the Universe Mercenary Trainee Exams. Thunder God said. The military instructor is here. Bulemu said softly. Military instructor. Haruo too looked towards the entrance of the big hall, immediately spotting three human silhouettes walking over. One of which was their military instructor. Bulemu and Haruo immediately put down the crossed leg, becoming much more serious. Military instructor, the universe-level military instructor you all mentioned before, Kunshi. Thunder God muttered. That's him. Luo Feng too looked curiously. Haruo said softly, it's the distant bald-headed one dressed in the green battle uniform. Luckily they were in the virtual universe, where everyone's power levels were limited to only the low-level war god. Even though one could acquire badges and medals to prove one's true power in the virtual universe, however only in special circumstances, like the killing fields, could one unleash the same amount of power one has in reality. And outside these special circumstances, be it the ordinary masses, or an undying being, they all had a low-level war god body. Luckily that universe-level military instructor now currently had a weak and small body. His hearing abilities couldn't pick up on their conversation. If he had heard the two words, bald-headed, he definitely would have fiercely punished his own elite students. Bald-headed. Luo Feng looked carefully over. There were three people walking side by side in the distance. Amongst them two were bald. One was in a green battle uniform while the other was in a dark grey battle uniform. As for the third, his ears were pointy, eyes gleaming red. Luo Feng squinted his eyes. This person's appearance is similar to the people of the Nuolan Shan family. The three people in the distance, the person similar to the Nuolan Shan family also seemed to have noticed Luo Feng, staring at them. The two locked eye contact for a while. It was like they were against each other immediately. Mr. Nuolan Shan, what are you looking at? The universe mercenary Kunshi turned suspiciously over to look, laughing after, oh, there's two of my underling students. Your underlings? Nuolan Shan's ice-cold gaze looked over, that black-haired youth dressed in the blood-red battle uniform. No, I don't recognize that youth. Kunshi shook his head. Beside him, The other bald universe mercenary said, "Those 5, the big black one and the red-haired little one, are our elite students from within the group. The other 3, we don't recognize. As long as they are not from your North Dragon City." Nuolan Shan's gaze was ice cold. The moment he saw Luo Feng, Hong and Thunder God, he immediately recognized. The black-haired blood-red uniformed youth was the broadcasted publicly Earth's leader, Luo Feng. Nuolan Shan immediately felt a raging fire erupt from within, rushing straight to his head. A battle axe status warrior. Just how many has he massacred? Directly controlling over 1,000 life planets, the number of warriors under him were like clouds. He hadn't tasted such defeat in a very long time. However, on Earth, he indeed suffered a heavy loss. Mr. Nuolan Shan. The 2 universe mercenaries looked at Nuolan Shan with confusion. Nuolan Shan took big strides towards Luo Feng. The 2 universe mercenaries followed behind. They were there following Nuolan Shan. After all, even amongst the universe-level warriors, there were differences in status. As a universe level 9 and having the status of battle axe warrior, Nuolan Shan's status was naturally very high. Even though the hall was huge, there were still about 10,000 customers. A warrior with a huge axe medal on his chest along with 2 one-star mercenary warriors would definitely attract the gaze of many. The 3 walked swiftly towards Luo Feng. Luo Feng's eyebrows creased. Military instructor. Haruo and Bulemu swiftly stood up. Hong and Thunder God looked suspiciously at Nuolan Shan, saying softly, "Luo Feng, that man looks very similar to the Nuolan Shan family people. I'm afraid he's not friendly." Luo Feng squinted his eyes. Within a moment, battle boots slammed on the ground. The 3 universe-level warriors stood before Luo Feng's table. "I see the 2 military instructors," Haruo and Bulemu said respectfully. The 2 bald military instructors nodded slightly, looking over at Nuolan Shan. Nuolan Shan just stood there, surveying Luo Feng who was sitting before him, saying coldly, "You are Luo Feng?" "Yes." Luo Feng looked at him. "That planet is yours." Nuolan Shan asked this particular second sentence without mentioning the name of Earth. Luo Feng's lips curled into a smile. "Yes. Sell it to me." Nuolan Shan's cold gaze stared hard at Luo Feng. "Name a price." Luo Feng shook his head. 10 billion Ganwu dollars. Nuolan Shan said. "There's no room for discussion." Luo Feng said without any hesitation. 100 billion Ganwu dollars. Nuolan Shan said. "I said, there's no room for discussion. No matter what price you say, no deal." Luo Feng looked at Nuolan Shan. Beside him Hong and Thunder God calmly looked at him. Beside him, the 2 universe mercenaries were extremely shocked. Nuolan Shan wanted to buy this youth's planet the moment he saw him and even gave such an extravagant figure. 10 billion Ganwu dollars was definitely enough to buy a top-level life planet, and even saying 100 billion Ganwu dollars, such a heavenly figure, just what kind of planet was worth such a price? Even for someone like Nuolan Shan, shelling out this much money was quite a feat too. "You are provoking me." Nuolan Shan squinted his eyes, staring just like a venomous snake at the youth. "Young man, my temper isn't good, but today I'm giving you this chance. Give me the planet under your name, and all our feuds and debts will be settled." "Give the planet to you." Luo Feng's lips curled into a smile. "Is that possible?" Earth was home to countless families to the humans of Earth. To others, it may seem that there could be a price that could be used to buy it, however to one of Earth, it was priceless. "I apologize, I won't be treating you to a drink." Luo Feng raised his cup and downed the glass in one shot. Nuolan Shan's expression immediately grew even uglier. Luo Feng, Hong and Thunder God didn't even bother to look at him. "Come on, big brother, second brother, cheers." Luo Feng lifted his glass. "Come, cheers." Hong laughed. "Bottoms up," Thunder God said. The 3 totally treated the battle axe warrior Nuolan Shan, who was standing beside, as nothing but empty space. If it were in reality, the 3 would probably have run far away the moment they spotted Nuolan Shan, escaping as far they could. However, in the virtual universe, What did they need to be afraid of? Luo Feng and his two brothers drank their wine as though there was no one else there. Nuolan Shan stood beside them with an extremely ugly expression. The other two bald universe mercenaries too seemed displeased. This was because in the virtual universe, maintaining respect for the strong was the most basic form of courtesy. From their point of view, these three youths before them were excessively arrogant. Haruo and Bulemu looked at each other, not daring to make a sound. This wine is not bad. If it were in the real world, its price would be at least 100 times of this. Thunder God complimented. And it'd be really hard to get your hands on it. Hong said. There are so many good things about the virtual universe. Luo Feng complimented. Nuolan Shan's eye muscles twitched a few times, using a venomous gaze to sweep past the three at the table, suddenly scolding softly, "3 disrespectful little brats." Luo Feng carried on not looking at him. "I'll let you all know, even in the virtual universe, you have to respect the strong." Who? His right leg moved just like a huge scythe, slicing past the air, as fast as lightning, heading towards Luo Feng. "You dare to make a move?" Luo Feng roared softly, his body fiercely jolting backwards, at the same time using his left shoulder to block the leg. Peng! Nuolan Shan's right leg violently smashed into Luo Feng's shoulder. Luo Feng's entire body was immediately forced back a few steps, his eyes gleamed, staring at the wine and dishes etc. beside. The wine bottle, dishes all immediately floated up and flew over towards Nuolan Shan. "Fight!" Thunder God roared loudly. HMPH. Hong too moved like lightning and joined the fray. Everyone was stuck in a beginner-level war god body, so there was nothing to be afraid of. "Be careful. His force exertions are greater than ours," Luo Feng shouted. He was long prepared for Nuolan Shan exploding and attacking him. However, that kick still far exceeded what Luo Feng had anticipated. His shoulder was still in immense pain. "Fighting with me?" Nuolan Shan coldly swung a kick. Thunder God, who was the first to rush in, Thunder God's entire waist section twisted slightly, almost like a twisted piece of fried dough, dodging the kick, and his fist swung in an arc that had a sudden boost in speed, strangely whistling as it headed towards Nuolan Shan. Nuolan Shan's eyebrows creased. The left kick he had thrown out became a horizontal slice, slicing towards Thunder God's waist, creating tremor from the impact. HMPH. Thunder God's body softened and absorbed the impact, just like cotton candy, wrapping himself around Nuolan Shan's left leg and simultaneously getting prepared to use a binding killing technique. Soft methods. Nuolan Shan's expression changed slightly. Weng. The individual muscles within his left leg suddenly softened and collapsed, at the same time, just like a big slippery snake, slipping swiftly out of the binding hold. Rumble. A terrifying exploding sound. Hong's right leg was like a sharp cone piercing towards Nuolan Shan's head. Nuolan Shan smiled malevolently and rushed ahead instead, his body crouched a little lower, easily avoiding the kick. But Hong's right kick actually immediately hacked downwards as it headed straight towards Nuolan Shan's head. "Get lost!" Nuolan Shan scolded, actually using his head to hit the leg. His neck suddenly seemed to have thickened by 2 or 3 layers. Rumble. The hard head meets the hard leg. Hong's entire body seemed to lose his center and balance, toppling over to the side. Thunder God's hands both became like a gentle lover's caress, 10 fingers swaying, like a strong wind blowing straight towards Nuolan Shan's flushed red face, but if one looked carefully, it felt like every one of the fingers were pythons. Chi. Hong once again got up and rushed over, punch after punch, each heavier than before, like a tidal wave, extremely unrelenting. Destroy his spirit. Standing not too far away, Luo Feng commanded softly. A needle-like spirit energy immediately pierced towards Nuolan Shan's brain. Get lost! Nuolan Shan shouted fiercely, his eyes raging. His arms seemed to suddenly expand and get bigger, at the same time having a peculiar piercing power, simultaneously dispersing Thunder God's palms, Hong's fists, and at the same time hitting the two on their chests, causing Hong and Thunder God to spit blood and fly backwards. Silence. Many people within the spacious hall of the killing fields looked over. "Whatever we've destroyed, put it on my bill," Nuolan Shan yelled, before looking coldly at Luo Feng and the others. Luo Feng, Hong and Thunder God were extremely shocked. Usually against the same level of opponent, Luo Feng's spirit energy attacks could usually completely decimate the opponent. However, this time, without any spirit weapons in the huge hall, Luo Feng could only rely on attacking his mental capacity. However, it didn't seem to affect Nuolan Shan at all. And Hong and Thunder God, during the Great Nirvana, one was a master at martial arts, while the other was a yoga master and martial artist. The two were both extremely adept at close-hand battles, and this time they actually both lost to one person. One had to know, everyone's body build and spiritual force were of the same strength. This was the virtual universe. Every single person's body build was exactly the same. Just you think you can use spirit energy to attack and defeat me? Nuolan Shan looked at the distant and clearly shocked Luo Feng, coldly laughing. "In the Battle Axe Colosseum, if I couldn't deal with spirit attacks, how do you think I could have survived, much less win 1,000 battles and acquire the Battle Axe Warrior status?" Even though their spirit energy levels were similar, however, the consciousness level, as a Battle Axe Universe Level 9 warrior, his consciousness was indeed very strong. As for you two, don't think that just because we have similar bodies you can look down on a universe-level warrior. Even with the same bodies, the strong can still easily subdue you too. "Well said," the universe mercenary Kunshi shouted from beside. "Right, even in the virtual universe, the weak still have to respect the strong. Be it consciousness, skills, experience, unleashing of strength, etc. These little brats are too far off. And they are arrogant." Immediately beside them, a few universe-level warriors began talking. Countless people looked on with weird gazes at Luo Feng and his two brothers. These three brats actually dared to disrespect universe levels. Respecting the strong in the universe was the most basic form of courtesy. They deserve it. They deserved to be taught a lesson. Many people began to chime in. Hong, Luo Feng and Thunder God's expressions were ice-cold. Nuolan Shan. Luo Feng said coldly, "Respecting the strong is the most basic form of courtesy, but before, within the killing fields, I've never once offended the strong. However, you scum, because of your greed, you've killed so many of my fellow race people, up to tens of millions." The humans of Earth had indeed lost many lives because of the Nuolan Shan family. With multiple battles, the ones lost to the shockwaves and impacts were many. Along with the arrival of the Nuolan Shan family arrival causing the bases of the entire world to go into chaos, with all the robbing and riots, within the chaos, many more died. And you even wanted to use force to buy my planet. Killing my people, using force to buy my planet, and you still want me to respect you, bullshit. Dream on. Luo Feng lowered his head and spit fiercely. Nuolan Shan's expression kept changing, however he had no way to refute. Whatever Luo Feng said was indeed true. Many of the people with huge backgrounds around them came from the various continents of the Black Dragon Mountain Empire. All nodded their heads. So it was like that. No wonder this group of youths actually fought it out with this battle axe warrior. Oh, no wonder. This youth really has guts. The situation became clear to those around. With a feud between the two, it was natural that all forms of respect was thrown out the window. Nuolan Shan looked at Luo Feng, slightly nodding his head, a mouth that really knows how to speak. "It's not that I really know how to speak, it's filled with logic. As long as it's the truth and upright, I naturally won't be afraid of you, I won't bow down to you." Luo Feng stared at Nuolan Shan, coldly smiling. "Mr. Nuolan Shan, if it wasn't for your greed, we three brothers were simply drinking wine here. Why do you have to come bully us young ones?" Nuolan Shan raged from within, yet not knowing what to say, clenching his fists hard. "What, you want to fight again?" Thunder God mocked. "We cannot fight and win against some like you who has the title of Battle Axe Warrior and is also an elder at the Universe Level 9. Hong too couldn't help but provoke him. "Big brother, second brother, let us go." Luo Feng waved. Let's go, Hong said. People like these aren't worth our words. Thunder God joined in. Luo Feng and the other two headed straight towards the exit of the big hall. Nuolan Shan's expression was ashen, raging from within. However, he was indeed clear that he was eyeing Earth, eyeing its treasures, and since it was greed, he wasn't upright at all. And now, since he didn't wish to speak about the matter, because he didn't want anybody else to discover the treasures of Earth. Luo Feng, Nuolan Shan said coldly. Luo Feng turned to look at Nuolan Shan, smiling. Mr. Nuolan Shan, what other matters do you have? Just now when I fought you all, aren't you very dissatisfied? Nuolan Shan squinted his eyes. Yes, I am, Luo Feng said coldly. You, a Universe Level 9 warrior, with experience, strength, consciousness, etc., all stronger than us, the battle wasn't even fair, and you think I'll be satisfied? I'll give you another chance. Nuolan Shan snorted softly. I'll find 3 underlings of the same level and grade as you all to fight on 3 different battlefields. As long as out of the 3 battles, you're able to win 1 battle, then you'll be considered the winners of this entire gamble. I'll give you 10 billion Ganwu dollars. However, if you all don't even win 1 battle, you give me your planet. A gambling battle is fine, but the bet being the planet. No way. Luo Feng looked at Nuolan Shan. Nuolan Shan was extremely enraged, to the point he grinded his teeth. This Luo Feng, he valued this Earth far too much. Did this Luo Feng not know? Even though it had the automaton ship and such level of treasures, with Luo Feng's background, the moment he took it out, it would be snatched away by others. Immediately exchanging it for 100 billion Ganwu dollars, he wasn't even willing. It's 100 billion Ganwu dollars. He was really hoping beyond all hope to acquire the rights to Earth. That way, even if he couldn't excavate all the treasures of Earth, he could still auction off the planet, selling off all the treasures in one go. With the rights to the planet, conducting all the businesses would be a lot more convenient. There wouldn't be a need to sneakily send 2 universe levels to invade Earth. This sort of action was called theft. And the thing that Nuolan Shan was most worried about was that Luo Feng had already claimed the rights from the Black Dragon Mountain Empire, meaning that the families of the Black Dragon Mountain Empire knew how to head towards Earth. Nuolan Shan was afraid that those big families would start having interest towards Earth, sending armies through the wormhole and towards Earth. After all, the Nuolan Shan family was only the 3rd family in the Kaluo Empire. And the Black Dragon Mountain Empire's critical people within the bigger families, usually the founders, were all sector lords. If that level of family were to intervene, his Nuolan Shan family wouldn't stand a chance at all. Within the hall of the killing fields, Nuolan Shan watched as Luo Feng and the other 2 left, eyes ice cold. The 2 bald universe mercenaries from North Dragon City walked over, of which Kunshi even laughed. Mr. Nuolan Shan, that Luo Feng and his party are just 3 brats that aren't worth getting angry over. If Mr. Nuolan Shan is unhappy, we'll find a chance, and go destroy his real body in reality if need be. Right, Mr. Nuolan Shan, from what I see, we'd better first head into the battlespace. The other bald universe mercenary persuaded. Hold on a moment, Nuolan Shan said coldly, turning to look at the not too far off Bulemu and Haruo. The 2 of you, come here. Us. Haruo with the pale skin and red hair, along with the huge and sturdy black man Bulemu glanced at each other, their hearts palpitating with fear. The powerful warrior that even their 2 instructors who had to butter up to was looking for them. If he wanted to kill them it would be too simple. Haruo groaned under his breath. Luo Feng, you've really screwed us over. We greet Mr. Nuolan Shan. Haruo and Bulemu said respectfully. What's the number of his virtual universe account? Haruo and Bulemu were slightly shocked, hesitating for a moment. However, staring straight to universe-level military instructors along with a battle axe warrior, the 2 could only lower their heads and exchange glances. Finally, Haruo said softly, Sir, Luo Feng's virtual universe number is. Haruo reported a long account number. Okay. Nuolan Shan turned to leave straight after hearing it. The two bald universe mercenaries followed behind. Milky Way, Earth. The Westlake courtyard was fully rebuilt. Also, Luo Feng had installed a special highest D1 grade level castle within the universe. Around this castle were planet surveillance systems and security. This was the center. The entire solar system's many surveillance satellites, defense systems, etc. were mostly controlled from here. Within the castle, a 7-story planet control room. Master. Around the dark space wormhole area, there have been 3 groups that have entered. The first is a D3 grade ship, the second is a D1 grade ship, while the third is a C8 grade ship. Luo Feng stood within the main control room of the Earth defense system. Before him a huge floating screen was separated into 3 scenes, each showing a different universe ship. This scene caused Luo Feng to slightly crease his eyebrows, pondering over the situation. These 3 groups of people should be from 3 different groups. According to the levels of the ships, we can deduce the strength and levels. The first batch, there's a high possibility that there's a universe-level warrior. The second batch is probably a group of elite star levels or a universe level. The third batch is most probably a group of star levels. Luo Feng did the deduction swiftly within his mind. Ever since he made the request to become Earth's leader, the only way to head towards Earth was through the wormhole and traveling through space for 2 years and 8 months. This method was definitely known by the Empire. Hence, there would be other powers sending little scout teams over. This too was within his calculations. Luo Feng, you have new mail in the Virtual Universe Network. Oh, connect to the Virtual Universe. On Black Dragon Mountain Island, 9-Star Bay, people mostly built along the bay, or the protruding small mountain range to build their extravagant villas, all customizing according to their wishes. Luo Feng, Hong and Thunder God had also bought a piece of land along a river, constructing the building mainly using wood. First young master, this move is really beautiful. Second young master, you should be kicking at this time. Uncle Meng too, when can I actually enter the inner sect? Very soon, just train a little more and it'll happen. Within a 3-story wooden pavilion, 2 young black Mongolian youths were currently engaged in teaching Luo Feng's 2 children Ping Ping and Little Hai. Luo Feng suddenly appeared and the 2 children looked surprised over, "Daddy." Luo Ping and Luo Hai, under the permission of Luo Feng, were specially sent into the virtual universe by Babata to play the virtual games. These were games that secretly had beneficial effects on their learning through fun. With regards to their body's abilities to expand energy skills, etc., even though they were just children, however his own 2 children were many times stronger than back when he lived in a rental apartment before. Also, Luo Feng had used a few evolution treasures during their conception period. This was commonly seen in big families in the universe. These all made Luo Hai and Luo Ping, who were only at the age of 4, to be intermediate-level warriors. On Earth, this was indeed shocking, however in the universe, it was common and normal. Whose mail? Luo Feng sat on a nearby chair. With a thought, a screen floated before him, swiftly pulling up the mail. It's actually an anonymous number. It's probably that Nuolan Shan knew I wouldn't negotiate with him, and decided to just send a mail over. Luo Feng was intrigued and curious about the details of the mail, reading over it carefully. The mail was very long, explaining in detail about the dangers and evils of the universe, warning Luo Feng about the great dangers of bringing out the automaton ship in the universe. 10 birds in the forest do not equate to 1 in hand. The automaton ship was expensive. However, without being alive to spend the money, it would be better to just exchange it for some rewards now. TSK, this Nuolan Shan is so well off. Luo Feng looked at the large amounts of offers and conditions from Nuolan Shan. This time he didn't want to buy Earth, but to actually share control to govern Earth. The 2 would function through shares. Luo Feng would be the main stockholder, maintaining his leader status. The Nuolan Shan family would have the smaller status. At the same time, the automaton ship would be given to the Nuolan Shan family. This way, the Nuolan Shan family could continue to do many things. Stockholders govern Earth together, and all they want is the automaton ship. Luo Feng rubbed his chin. Don't give it to them. Luo Feng, the Yunmo planet ship is already damaged. The conditions required to repair it is extremely hard. And when you get stronger, you'd be able to take the automaton ship. From that, you can live easy. Babata said, the automaton race's technology level far exceeds that of the human race. Don't ever agree to that, Nuolan Shan. Earth's treasures, this automaton ship itself, can be said to be your future trump card. I understand. Luo Feng nodded. Following that, he proceeded to delete the mail that Nuolan Shan had carefully arranged for his underlings to write in detail with much allure. At that time, Luo Feng, Haruo and Bulemu requests a call. Answer. Luo Feng flew out into the wooden building's third floor. A screen floated before him. On it was the skinny and frail-looking Haruo, along with the strong and sturdy Bulemu. Luo Feng, my apologies. I've given your virtual universe account number to Mr. Nuolan Shan. It shouldn't affect you that much, right? Haruo said. Beside him Bulemu said, we also just received the call to order. We are leaving immediately to take part in the Universe Mercenary Probation exams. We'll see you when we return. Wish that we'll be able to return alive, yup. Haruo too smiled. All the best. Luo Feng raised a fist. If you come back alive, then I'll forget about you ever revealing my virtual universe number. Ha. Haruo laughed. Right, Luo Feng. I've always seen you three brothers up till now only entering in the killing field slaughter space. If you have time, go check out the Battlespace. It's a little more meaningful than the slaughter space. Battlespace? Luo Feng was slightly stunned. Okay, I'll check it out. Earth had been secured and protected by Luo Feng and was well fortified. Also, through the slave market he even bought another 29 star level 9 slaves. Along with the 7 surviving star level 9 slaves from before, they formed a group of 36 elite. And according to the level of security systems around the planet, it could be said that as long as it wasn't someone or something from the universe, everything else could be easily settled. Luo Feng, Hong and Thunder God immersed themselves in their training. Killing fields. So the Battlespace is like that. Looking at the introduction, compared to the slaughter space, it is indeed interesting. Luo Feng and the others stood at the front counter of the killing field's big hall, looking at the screen footage introduction of the space. The slaughter space was made specifically for one person to use at a time. In it, one could specify one's opponent. It was the best training tool. And the Battlespace was where real fighters and warriors could battle against each other. The people they fought were two real humans, not just virtual simulations. And the amount of credit consumed for using the Battlespace was only 1/10 of the slaughter space. I'm a star level 1. Right now I can only pick an opponent of the same level. Luo Feng, Hong and Thunder God sat in a corner of the killing field's big hall. There were screens floating before them. On it appeared many opponents and introductions of their strengths and powers. If you wanted to battle, you'd first have to send out a request and invite the opponent to battle. Ha, third brother, big brother. Look, this person actually calls himself the number 1 exponent, but has only won 21 and lost 921 times. His ranking remains as 1 star. Within the Battlespace, one could easily give himself any name. This was for the sake of the renowned or powerful people to conceal their identities should they want to train. These sort of business places naturally adhered to their clients' requests and adapt to their every whim. I can only pick someone of the same level now. Luo Feng's gaze swept past the rankings, ignoring the 5-star ones and looking straight at the 6-star and 7-star opponents. The entire ranking system, the highest rank was 9 stars, that was the strongest warrior of the same level. Over this month, I've already reached the soaring shuttle's 5th layer of control. I'll choose a 7-star opponent and give it a shot. Luo Feng formally sent out the request. This was the first time for Luo Feng to battle against an opponent of the same level and grade. 1 second, 2 seconds, 1 minute, 2 minutes. Damn, I picked a 6-star opponent. There's actually no reply, he's ignoring me. Thunder God stared hard. My opponent is ignoring me too. Luo Feng said helplessly, Big brother, what about you? Big brother? Thunder God looked at Hong too. Hong rubbed his nose, saying solemnly, I picked a 9-star Star Traveler level 9. I feel that I should be able to battle with him. However, the battle request was immediately rejected. The system reported that a 9-star warrior has the power to set a limitation. Only 7 stars and above are able to request for a battle with him. Luo Feng and Thunder God blinked hard. The three brothers. This was the first time they wanted to spar with others, and yet they were all looked down upon. Hong, Luo Feng and Thunder God were all very confident in themselves, hence they went straight for battling warriors of the same level. That's not strange at all. After all, I am a newbie and my ranking is null, Thunder God said helplessly. If we were strong, in order to not waste time, I'm afraid that we'd have to pick high-ranking people to battle. Right now, from what I see, we'd probably do better starting from scratch and making a name for ourselves. We'll start from nothing. First we'll rush up the rankings, then we'll be able to challenge the strong ones. Even though Luo Feng, Hong and Thunder God were confident that they could sweep the 1 and 2 star rankers, they still had to take it one step at a time. Luo Feng, what nickname did you pick? Thunder God asked. There was a function within the Battlespace allowing one to conceal one's true identity. You could pick whatever name you wished. Crazy, Luo Feng said. You. Martial arts god, Thunder God said. That's shameless enough. Luo Feng was speechless. Hong, who was beside, couldn't help but to laugh out too. Luo Feng looked at Hong and asked, Big brother, what about you? Killer, Hong replied. Luo Feng had the nickname of Crazy back then, and Hong was an assassin before the great Nirvana. As for Thunder God, he had always been a martial arts idiot, martial arts crazy. To actually dare to give himself the name of martial arts god, that was crazy in itself. Let's begin then. Luo Feng, Hong and Thunder God lowered their heads, sending out requests to opponents, all of them simultaneously sending these requests out to the 1-star rankers. Your challenge has been accepted. Sending to the Battlespace. The virtual universe systems message appeared on Luo Feng's screen. Only then did Luo Feng let out a sigh of relief. Only this third challenge attempt actually went through. One never would have thought that the 1-star same-level fighters would all be arrogant and proud, not wanting to accept a battle with a new challenger without an rank. The opponent that he finally managed to match up with had the name of Bloody Swordsman. Within the Battlespace, on an incomparably vast grassy field, there was a black metal arena that was about 10 kilometers long and 10 kilometers wide. A tall and built green-skinned man, carrying a long sword on his back, stood in the arena, muttering, "Crazy." This person actually called himself crazy. Looks like there's some crazy in his bones. TSK. Battles against a madman are usually the best. Newbie, let me teach you a good lesson. Nickname Bloody Swordsman, 12 wins, 3 losses. In the arena, from out of nowhere, a black-haired youth wearing a black battle uniform standing on a soaring shuttle appeared. The battle uniform along with the soaring shuttle were both chosen from within the system. One could choose whatever weapon one fancied within the Battlespace and Slaughter Space. As for the uniform, they had to pick the most basic of uniforms. Hello, Luo Feng smiled at the green-skinned youth before him. Very courteous, you are crazy. Ha, just because you are courteous, I won't humiliate you too badly. Bloody Swordsman laughed and smiled back. Bloody Swordsman, you are my very first opponent in the Battlespace. You actually agreed and accepted my challenge. Just for that, I won't kill you too painfully. Luo Feng smiled, within his eyes however a trace of bloodthirst and insanity. Even though he had massacred a lot in the Slaughter Space, it was far from enough after having suppressed his bloodthirst for so long. However, venting it all out too resulted in the bloodthirst seeping deeper into his bones. What an arrogant newbie. Bloody Swordsman laughed coldly. With a rumble, attacks that were 10 times the speed of sound rained down on Luo Feng, and the high-speed attacks resulted in the air exploding with ripples far behind the Bloody Swordsman. Luo Feng floated calmly in mid-air. Go! Luo Feng raised his hand and gently pointed towards the bloody swordsman. Shoo! 30 blades with gold threads swiftly unleashed threads of gold, forming a golden swordfish. This swordfish was extremely lifelike, waving its tail in mid-air, shaking a little before becoming a single gold line, easily brushing past the bloody swordsman's panicked rushed defense with his raw energy blade, piercing through his forehead. The bloody swordsman's body resumed its usual flight for quite a distance before naturally dropping straight down, his body landing on the grassy field outside the arena. Shoo! A golden swordfish swiftly returned to Luo Feng's feet, being absorbed into the soaring shuttle. Crazy's first battle, victory. After madly training the swordfish formation within the killing fields for a month, battling over 10,000 times, I've reached the soaring shuttle's 5th layer of control. Right now using the 4th layer is almost like a natural reflex, flexible and nimble. Killing someone of the same level would definitely be a simple massacre. Luo Feng was very confident. This confidence wasn't just baseless. That was because his consciousness aptitude had already reached 30, among the star level 1 spirit readers, to be able to control up to 36 weapons simultaneously. Even within the universe, he would still be considered an absolute genius. As for the reason behind Luo Feng's consciousness strength, that was because of the golden horned beast's extremely powerful consciousness. Such amazing consciousness strength, along with the Yunmo planet's basic training, plus the soaring shuttle, was something his teacher Hu Yanbo constructed. Using the Yunmo planet's techniques was simply akin to being a fish in water. His master wasn't afraid of his students learning too much, only them learning too well. Luo Feng's achievements with the soaring shuttle were indeed high. Cheng! The golden swordfish waved its tail and smashed directly into the green blade's edge, smashing the spirit weapon straight into the surface of the black arena, causing a little hole in the surface of the arena, with sparks flying everywhere. The golden swordfish then proceeded to fly around the head of the opponent draped in a black robe once, cutting it clean off. Crazy's second battle, victory. Pu-chi. The golden swordfish pierced right through the chest of the opponent, before swiftly exploding into pieces. 30 blades rushed out from the skin of the opponent's body, of which 3 actually rushed out from his forehead. Crazy's third battle, victory. HMPH, I've finally received a 1-star ranking. Continue. Luo Feng's eyes gleamed. Thunder God held in his hand a thunderblade, unleashing his domain around himself, lightning snakes wrapping themselves around him. Star level 1, with his own domain. When I first saw the data within the Battlespace system, I didn't dare to believe it. It's true. Come on. Let me see just how strong a domain user is, said a 4-star ranker, a tall and skinny male with only one eye as he held a sword. You'll find out soon enough. Thunder God curled his lips and smiled. After killing you, I'll reach the 3-star rank. Hong held in his hand a black pike, quietly standing in the arena. A Star Traveler level 9 fighter with a domain. That's interesting. It's rare I meet someone like that here. Come on. A short but built youth, holding a blade each in his hands, eyes gleaming red from excitement. My third battle and I meet a 6-star ranker. Very good. Hong nodded. Ever since he unleashed his domain in the previous 2 battles, the system automatically added in this bit of data. To think that a 6-star ranker of the same level would step up and issue him a challenge, how could Hong reject him? Naturally he'd accept and battle. Within the battlespace, the battles were extremely quick. Finishing a few hundred battles in a day was very normal. Of course many would actually stop for a while after losing a battle to review their techniques and strategies. Battle, failure, review, revelation, battle again. This was what many had experienced in their process. However, Luo Feng, Hong and Thunder God, ever since they began going through their battles madly, they hadn't lost a match at all. Especially Hong and Thunder God, as they had their own domains, hence they received high rankers of the same level challenging him. This led to Hong and Thunder God raising their ranks very quickly. After all, defeating a 6-star ranker fighter of the same level was much more effective than defeating 101-star same-level fighters. About 3 hours later, within the Killing Field's big hall, Luo Feng sat with his brothers. "Second brother, I haven't even begun to fully enjoy my battles and you actually called me out here." Luo Feng looked dissatisfied with Thunder God. "We have been too serious about every battle, especially since they are getting increasingly more powerful. I'm getting tired mentally, let's all rest a little." Thunder God laughed. Beside him Hong also nodded. "I'm not too tired. I don't feel anything at all." Luo Feng couldn't help but say, "What are your ranks now?" 6 stars. Thunder God said. 7 stars. Hong said. "I'm only 3 stars. Luo Feng was so mad he gritted his teeth. "When I first began I had to initiate the challenges, later on all the higher rankers began to challenge me themselves." Thunder God laughed. "A star level 1 with his own domain, that's extremely rare, hence many strong warriors wanted to battle with me." "Me too," Hong said. Luo Feng could only laugh helplessly. He understood why Hong and Thunder God could raise their ranks so quickly. Even though he himself killed the opponents fast enough, most of them were only low-level opponents. Also, he didn't have anything to attract the higher rankers to challenge him. "I'll first have some drinks, after a while, I'll go in and continue. I won't stop until I reach the 6-star rank." Luo Feng said. 6 stars, that was the bare minimum standard display of strength within that level. He was mad. Luo Feng had gone mad. Battle after battle had made Luo Feng's battle record to be constantly revised: 121 wins, 0 losses, 183 wins, 0 losses, 218 wins, 0 losses. This sort of invincible record finally began to draw the attention of the higher rankers, resulting in him finally accepting and requesting battles from him. This was because this sort of over 100 wins, 0 losses record was very likely to be a powerful warrior first entering into the battlespace. There was a good saying around here, that spending long periods of time within the battlespace, as long as one constantly battled, no one would dare say he would be able to maintain his perfect record. ... Black Dragon Mountain Island's killing fields had indeed gathered countless elites of the Black Dragon Mountain Empire. Luo Feng, Hong and Thunder God swiftly rose through the battlespace, gradually gaining the attention of many people. ... Within the battlespace, if one spent money, outsiders could spectate the matches. Hence the more spectators there were, the more one had to pay to actually join in and spectate. Of course, even if there was a star level 1 9-star ranker fighting someone of the same level, the spectator fee wouldn't be too absurd. After all, it was only star level 1. However, if there were domain lords or sector lords battling, the number of spectators would be plenty. However, these sort of star level fights would usually only be spectated by some groups of higher level people, looking to see if they could get strong people into their organizations. After all, the geniuses had to be contacted early. The moment they hesitated, others would snatch them away. Nuolan Shan, I heard your 100 Tiger building has gathered quite a few elite heirs. Look, this youth just appeared out of nowhere. He is an absolute genius. If you miss out, others would definitely snatch him away. An absolute genius. Right. This youth's consciousness level is very high. Star level 1 with such a high consciousness level, it's unbelievable. Also, even in the world of controlling spirit weapons, he's extremely high. Look, within 2 days of work, he already has 822 wins, 1 loss. His ranking, already 7 stars. Nuolan Shan looked at the battle on the screen. Just as he was about to carefully observe the battle, he realized he recognized the person. Luo Feng. Nuolan Shan looked again. His initial feeling of anticipation immediately vanished, left with only feelings of dissatisfaction.